Good afternoon. So I'm here with my Springfield Armory XDE. This is a blowback BB shooter, CO2. Really nice detail. It's got Springfield Armory emblem on the top, XD along the slide, both sides, also on the grip. You'll notice how thin this pistol is, and the reason why that is because the real steel is actually a single stack magazine. I think they do an 8+1 and a 7+1 magazine, so you know, one in the breech and the rest in the magazine. Okay, so the real steel is actually got a very thin grip like this. You see the sights are really nice. See they're like fibre optic at the front. Okay, white dots at the back. This is single and double action. So flick the safety off. The safety is ambidextrous both sides. Okay, and so is the mag release. So if you flick the safety off, you've got double action and also single action. Okay, so it's really nice. You can also decock this. Hold the hammer back, pull the trigger and decock it. On the real steel you can decock it from the safety, but this doesn't operate on the actual BB version. Okay, this 18 shot magazine, this is the magazine here. Okay, 18 BBs, using Umrex steel BB today. So what I've got a target out there at 10 yards, target at 12.5 meters. It's one of my terrorist ones. It's got 5 cans at 12.5 and 3 cans stacked at 15 meters, 18 shots. So we're going to have 5 shots at each target and then the other 8 at the cans. See how many we can get. It's pretty calm today, pretty cold. It's about 6 degrees. You might notice the steam coming out of my mouth. Okay, so here goes. So pop that in. Okay, pop the slide back and we'll flick the safe off when we're ready. So we'll show you the blowback in the first 2 targets, and we'll zoom in for the cans. So here goes. Okay. So I'm not sure exactly where to aim because I haven't actually shot this out before. So we'll give it a go. I might have to shoot it a little slower because of the cold. So here goes. CO2 is pretty distinctive in the cold first shot. Okay, that's 2. Well, that was a move there, and that's one to the left. That's 4. One more. Okay, now off to the 12.5 meters. Put it to aim near his chest, I would have thought. Slightly to the right, I think. One more, I think. I think I probably missed there. There's a squirrel going on that. So pop the safety on, and we'll bring those 2 targets up, have a closer look at them. Right, so 10 yards, first 5 shots. That's pretty good actually. You've got 4 there in this pre-central. That's the one I pulled to the left. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a nice group freestanding at 10 yards. At 12.5 meters. Yeah, another one, pretty good. There's 2 there. I think there might be 2 through there, 1 there. I think they all hit the target. Yeah, must have done. So I think I've got 2 there, 1 there, and these 2 here. So I was aiming sort of at his chest area, so obviously at 12.5 meters they're shooting a little bit lower. This is doing about 1.5 foot-pounds with those BBs. Okay, so we're going to zoom in and see if we can take the cans out. So zoom into the first 5. They're at 12.5 meters, and the 3 stacked to the back. Again, freestanding. Here goes. There's a little bit there. That's me. I keep getting the breathing right. Excuse me. Come on, get a grip. Oh, that one was me. That's better. Right, let's go up. That's 5. I missed 3 out with me, and go out to the 15 metres. So we can get those 3 out there. See if I can keep myself still. I've got 3 shots left to get these. One more left. Ah, it's pretty good. So that was me. Had to really struggle to keep that still for those 15 metre ones, but yep, it does prove that you keep it still, you can do this. With a complete hash of the 12.5, I just couldn't keep my breathing steady. Probably just pulled it slightly to one side. When we review the video, we'll see exactly where those BBs went. Could have been a million miles from those cans, but you see it locks open. Just drop the magazine out, see, makes it safe. Release the slide, and fire the action off. So yeah, pretty accurate actually. Yeah, pretty accurate for a BB shooter. I mean, that was out at 15 meters, and yeah, I managed to just, I don't know what it was. I just couldn't keep get my breathing right for the 12.5 with my hernia, but at 15 meters I managed to get together, and yeah, pretty good. So yeah, really nice pistol. See, it actually locked itself open. Final shot. You can see that's where the actual magazine goes in, and the BB. As you pull the trigger, the BB is pushed out of the guide forward like that, and then the CO2 fires through this pipe, fires the BB out. That's how these magazines work, and they're pretty reliable. One thing to remember is don't over tighten the CO2. You see, take that safe. Fire the action off. If you notice, you've got this button here, you press that and you put your CO2 and do it up there, but don't over tighten that, because if you do over tighten it, these 2 pins here, there and there, you can actually bend them, and if you bend that up, you'll knacker the magazine. So just be careful you don't over tighten it. I think I gave it just 1 turn was enough to pierce the CO2. So I hope you like that little review. Like I said, really nice. You can actually shoot this quite quickly, and I might actually do a rapid shoot. I've got, you'll get 3 magazines out of this. I've just used the second one, so I think I might do a quick shoot, see how if we can get another 18 shots out before the CO2 dies. And it is very cold, like 6 degrees, not very warm at all. So yeah, the detail, very nice detail. Yeah, on the slide, see on the grip. About 120 in UK. Well, this was one I paid 119 for this. I know some places are about £10 more, but this is it's a really nice for a cheap, well, relatively cheap blowback, and it's obviously field strippable as well, which is really nice. You'll see that in my other video. Yeah, a really nice, even like down to the detail on the back of the hammer. You'll see the XDE marking. That's on the real steel as well. If you want to check out the Springfield Armory website. Okay, so hope you like that little video. Thanks for watching. Good afternoon. So I'm back with my Springfield Armory XDE, and I've got 18 BBs here, and I'm just going to video the rapid shoot. Now this is the last magazine, 18 shots. You get about 54 at this, so the blowback might actually slow down. It's only 6 degrees, so obviously when you fire CO2 rapidly and it cools rapidly, that's when your power drops off, and then you let them recover. So we'll shoot it pretty quickly. So we're going to shoot at those cans on the ground down there. Whether I hit any is another thing, because I'm going to shoot it as quickly as I can. So pop in the old magazine. Yeah, take the safety off, because you can't actually cock it or move the trigger with the safety on, by the way. Yeah, okay, and then pop the safety back on. So you should be able to see this. There it goes. Yeah, that was 18 rounds. See, it slowed right down on the last 4 or 5 BBs, so I had to just leave it a little bit of time to recover, but it did actually lock back. on the final BB. So yeah, that's rapid. So you can actually shoot this, even though the trigger pull, just fire that action off. Even though the trigger pull is quite long, yeah, and the actual trigger operates around about here, when it's blown back, the trigger's reset. So all that movement there, that long movement there, is basically just a float. So you can actually shoot it pretty quickly. Actually, you see how quick it fired. Yeah, this CO2 is probably completely out now, because that's like 3 magazines, and you only get about 54 shots out of this, and then that's it. You know. So yeah, really nice pistol, really great, well made. I really like the detail, especially on the grips, you see, and the slide. So the only I did compare this to the actual the real steel, and there's very little difference in reality when you compare the two in pictures. The only difference is on the real steel you've got your 9x19 there. On your slide here you've got your caliber, you know, well, 4.5mm, and also your serial number on the actual ejection port. But apart from that, it's more or less completely identical to the real steel. So I really like the actual sights. The sights are really good. I actually managed to hit a couple of cans, I think. That's 18 shots, but it said it was pretty quick. Okay, more of a spray and pray, as they used to call it. Okay, so yeah, really nice. Hope you like that little video. And if you like this, if you like these videos, please subscribe and like. Thanks for watching.